Peace. Campaign trail. I'm 30 minutes late. Another CP time, ghetto time, but I got stuck trying to upload um this video that I just posted right now, right before I came on, called comparing called Monsters Ball. So when y'all get a chance, check that out. But yeah, today we want to compare uh alleged sellouts. Alleged sellouts among our people, particularly comparing Candace Owens with Kamala Harris. Baby E, what up, baby E? The enemy's public. Salute, brother Nasir. Yep. We're doing some comparisons since we want to be equal. Since people want to be equal, since everybody want to be equal, let's do some equal comparisons. A lot of people need to get some reality checks, some real reality checks. MT, we in this thing. I'm a little late, but I just posted up a video, a pre-recorded video that had some little problems with, so I had to go through the little YouTube gymnastics to finally get it up. Squab Cooks, salute. Baby E, exactly. Yeah, rest in peace to brother. His name was Marcellus Williams in Missouri, Imam, Muslim brother. Most definitely rest in peace, and condolences to his family and loved ones. And justice. But I ain't gonna go too far into that one today. But today I just wanted to compare monsters and compare sellouts. Compare sellouts because we getting flooded. We getting flooded by the media propaganda against Diddy. You know what I'm saying? And whatever he's guilty of, then yeah, let him be, be uh, prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law, whatever he's guilty of. But he ain't the only one guilty. So yeah, let him get whatever he got coming. But for all of us to be throwing stones in these here glass houses, boy, we got a rude awakening coming. Kevin Jenkins, salute. Big Yusuf, walaikum salam. We got my muscle here. The muscle is here. Kote, peace. Critical thinking, peace. All praises due to Allah. Yeah. So, yeah, I just posted up a real trigger warning video called Monsters Ball on this YouTube page. So when we get off of here, y'all can check it out. Boy, it's gonna shut some mouths. It's gonna shut some estrogen mouths. That's for sure. It's gonna shut some mouths. All these mouths that's talking about my man Diddy and his freak offs. He ain't my man, but uh, you know, if he's a monster, which it appears that he is, I don't know him, but if he's a monster, boy, the video that I just put up makes these freak offs sound like Sesame Street. Like straight Sesame Street. Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Rudolph Morrison, salute. Albany, Georgia. Ray Charles' hometown. That's right. That's right. Full meditation. Full meditation mode. That's what's up. Melly Q, Socrates said, all the world is a stage, didn't he? 1984, Lord of the Flies, Brave New World. All our childhood nursery rhymes were sick. Yep, Rubber Dub Dub. Yeah, man. We didn't even know we was getting hypnotized and had programmed with, man. Yeah, you ain't lying about that. Rudolph, study for thy self-approval. The more you study, the smarter you get. Yeah, and that subject, I think. The enemy's public brother Nasir. A whole lot of them attending monsters balls. Yeah, you know, but they, my take on it wasn't that it was a ball like a banquet. It's like the slang term ball. They was balling. The monsters ball. You know what I'm saying? So whether it's entertainers, whether it's black celebrities or actors or rappers, producers, athletes, you know what I'm saying, or female boss bees, independent boss chicks, vice presidents, lawyers, district attorney generals, all the people that's balling, once you check behind them closed doors, once you check in a little private life, they monsters. They monsters. But the statistics that I just put up on this post, right before I came on live, once you check that video called Monsters Ball, and we do some stark comparisons on the male side regarding your man Diddy, and on the female side regarding what Vice President Harris is pushing, her and Taraji P. Henson. Oh man, you don't want to see that. I'm telling you, if you want to shut anybody's mouth, watch that video and share it. Share it to any loud mouth, any so-called triggered, oh Lord, it's gonna break you down. It's gonna break you down the same way that they leaking out these details, these horrific details of the Diddy's, accusers, and now they detailing it. And it's supposed to be a book. I don't know if it's a diary or something of his children's mother that passed away. Just all the dirty details. Since we want to get into the dirty details, those dirty details were alleged. Did none of us see it? Did none of us see it? But the details that I laid out and the stats that I laid out on this video I just put up called Monsters Ball, a comparison, that's not alleged. Ain't none of that alleged. Oh Lord, Lord, Lord have mercy. Gooch the Great in the building. Abdul Akbar. Hit the like button. Subscribe, share. But definitely check out the video I just posted like 5 minutes ago. 5 minutes ago. Called Monsters Ball, a comparison. Ooh-wee. They might take it down. I think I went through all of the proper procedures or whatever, but man, let me tell you. Baby E, Larry Flint, Hugh Hefner, you name it. Every president, every slave master, founding fathers, you name it. They the ones that invented the freak offs. They the ones that invented all of this. But why we all, pointing at this rap guy? We know why. Goodwill 619, there you go. Demon stuff been going on since day one. Yeah, since the demons began, since we made them, they've been doing what they doing. Yeah, enemies public. No, it's on this channel. It's on this digital soapbox media, digital soapbox channel, YouTube channel. I just put a video up, a little episode called Monsters Ball. So you can pull it up. You'll see it. Yeah, it's terrible. I mean, it's facts. It's educational purposes only. It's straight educational facts. Facts, data, descriptions, details of certain, to certain. It's just a comparison. It's just a comparison. Pump 17. Last week, it was an article stating Bill Clinton and Trump had ties to some of the Diddy parties. I mean, I would have went to some Diddy parties, but I wouldn't have went to that. I didn't, my version of, man, it's a mansion party or a party with, after Grammy party or after Soul Train Awards party. Yeah, I wouldn't have known. I wouldn't have known. So we got to be specific. I would have went to a Jamie Foxx party. I would have went to a Diddy party. I would have went to all kind of little parties if you were supposed to be black and in the hip hop. Death Row party. Who knows? That don't mean I would have ever knew that what was going on or participated. I just so happened never have went to one, but I would have went. I wouldn't have went for them reasons, but I would have went. All right. Uh, it's very likely. Goodwill is very likely. It's very likely. Yep. Um. Oh, you talking to us, squad? Yeah, man. So, but yeah, this episode right here, man. Right, right, Goose. The most beautiful women ever is in them parties. You're not going for Diddy and them. Have you heard? You heard certain people saying, I guess those that knew him and knew what he really prefers, they was criticizing him, saying that he wouldn't even be messing with them fine females. He'd be on the dudes that show up allegedly. I wasn't there, but that's what they saying. But us dudes would show up for them fine females. We wouldn't be, any LA dude at least. We wouldn't be hollering at no dudes anyway. Like LA dudes is notorious for not being scrotum riders. You know what I'm saying? If anything, we'll be plotting on you. We'll be, trying to line you up for something. Man. Ain't nobody gonna be. No, we there strictly for the females and for the licks. If you got some jewelry on, some diamonds on, or something, that's what we was there for. You know what I'm saying? Either the females or the licks. Some of us might have been there just for some networking or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But if you was a real regular dude from LA, a street dude, you was only there for three reasons. The females, number one, some diamonds or some jewelry or a lick, number two, and number three is networking if you was in the industry. Yeah. David Lartigue, yeah. I'm telling you, they know it. Um, do you think they would do something with dude? This is very likely. It's very likely. You know what I'm saying? Because once they got you in their custody, you at the mercy of God. You know what I'm saying? It's whatever God want to allow them to do. Because for sure they want you silent. That's the safest thing is just to have you silence. Not nothing safer than that in their eyes. So they'll find a way to silence you. They find a way to say that you had a withdrawal symptoms or whatever from whatever substances that you were so used to being on, and you start having withdrawals, and had a cardiac arrest or something. Yeah, yeah. Why wouldn't they? Hmm. Melly Q, I cried when I found out about the Masons, but Judge Joe say they was such and such. So black men are called. Sorry for spelling. Judge Joe said Tina was a. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not here for gossip, but I don't know. Only thing I post, I can provide receipts, I can provide evidence. But yeah, I don't be really indulging too much in the hearsay, he say, she say, gossip. I heard or they said. Like I don't really do that. Salute, David. Um, Gooch said, and if you're a seasoned LA dude, you got all three. Exactly. When you going for all three. You know what I'm saying? You trying to hit you a triple double. You going in there for your stats. You know what I'm saying? I got these many assists, got these many rebounds, and scored this many. That's what you was going to any Diddy parties or any Jamie Foxx parties, or because them was like the two main the main names. Because Diddy wasn't from LA. but he knew that was, how you get people supporting you or rallied up or whatever. So, yeah, you had to be going for that. Imagine Mary J. Blige involved in all the uplifting of black women in her songs, but behind closed doors, taking advantage of. I mean, I don't know. I wasn't there. Imagine, you know what I'm saying? We'll see if anybody got some witness testimony or some tapes or whatever. We'll see. We shall see. Cote, I bet Snoop was at Diddy's party. I mean, like I said, I would have been at Diddy's party. Like, y'all got to get that straight. Y'all got to get that right. Which party? The regular party or the after hour behind closed doors party? You know what I'm saying? It's two different parties going on at a Diddy party, apparently, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? I would have been at a Diddy party. Come on, bro. Y'all gotta get up off of that, man. We telling you right now how it go, what it really is. You know what I'm saying? Fitzroy, brother Ken, can you give any perspective on the young Dolph trial verdict? Yeah, I'm not even aware of none of that because that's not my section. That's not my part of the map. So yeah, I don't know nothing about that, Fitzroy. Yeah, I still record music. Are you done? Walaikum salam. Sean Harris, today was a good day. That's right. If we still here, absolutely. Black Native, have you seen Buster in a dress? Nah, I ain't never seen Buster in no dress. He looking real Ozempic lately, though. He looking kind of real strange in the face lately, but yeah, I don't know. I ain't like I said, I know Buster, but I ain't never hung out with him like that. I ain't never really hung out with none of these dudes, so they're not gonna show me that. If they on some freaky whatever freak off type stuff or rainbow stuff, they'll never show me. Yeah, I gotta understand that. Certain things is going on right up under our nose, and we would never know because they know not to never let us know. I don't want to witness that. You ain't gonna bust my eyeballs out seeing none of that. So they know. It's just like people in the industry that be getting punked and slapped, and you know what I'm saying. Like, you're not gonna do no regular LA dude like that. You're gonna do an industry dude that you know you can do like that. So it's the same with all this rainbow or whatever freak off stuff. And I'm gonna then that's like Fight Club. No, first rule in Fight Club is never mention Fight Club. Like, this, it don't exist. That's how they been able to keep it going like that long. We only find out about it because we heard the females, the fine females is gonna tell you. That be our little agents. Our agents is the females. They gonna come back and tell us, yeah, I did this to Diddy, or the homegirl did this to Diddy, or I seen the home, blah blah blah, whatever. The females is one gonna tell you. Um, yeah. Uh, yeah, man. I'm just scrolling. Yeah, like I said, I would have been at all them parties. I don't drink or smoke or nothing, so I definitely ain't gonna be doing that. That don't mean I wouldn't be at the parties. You know what I'm saying? My vice was the finest women in the world. You know what I'm saying? So if he's bringing them there, but he ain't touching them, like, okay, yeah, I'm definitely there. I'll be there, like Michael Jackson or Jackson 5. Like, I'll be there. I ain't just shit. Especially if they females that I know already and that's putting me up on game. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? NOI Arts. Alaikum salam, man. I'm blessed by Allah's permission. Hopefully you and the fam is doing blessed as well. Diddy party, but not the party, right? Matt Trees, thanks. Dropping gems, still bumping. Salute, peace treaty for sure, Matt. Appreciate you. Brother Nasir, you got to check out Danny Boy's interview. He was 15 when MJB was flying him out to smash. I don't know. Like I said, all that's hearsay to me. I don't know Danny Boy. I don't, I probably met him once or twice, but I don't, what I'm saying, if I ain't never hung out with you, I don't take no stories or nothing on face value. If I didn't see it myself or I didn't participate in it, or somebody that I really, move with or rock with didn't tell me or confirm it, I don't believe nothing. I'm not saying it ain't true, but it's just gossip to me. That's what females do. So I don't. I wait till, like right now, wait till some decades later, and if it come out there's some tapes and videos and truth, okay, I guess it was true, shit. But I ain't looking into it. I ain't trying to investigate it. Yeah. Black Native, that party was lit, and your benefits video, yeah, that wasn't even no party. That was just like 4 or 5 people. And yeah, that wasn't no party. I didn't really do parties. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really do parties. Yeah. Yusuf line, be safe in Atlanta from the hurricane. Just brushed down here in Tampa. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Let me put this link up here. Right. Gooch, a reputable, gotta stamp it. And then it ain't even really like, you know, depending on what the subject is, a reputable dude ain't really finna stamp. Our version of stamping weirdo behavior or something like that is called green light. That's called green light because the unspoken, unwritten rules back then, back in the 90s or whatever, like, oh, that's how do like that. That's a scourge to our community. So he bringing that to the community, like, oh, nah, green light. You know what I'm saying? So that's how so many of these dudes wind up having to, pay like their way and check in and tap in. And you know what I'm saying? You got to make sure you know, you can't be on that side of the game, like, and just be moving freely like you can now because there's cameras and microphones everywhere. But back then you couldn't. You couldn't. So as soon as we heard or seen like it was verified, like you gonna be somewhere where Russell Simmons is at. You're not gonna be comfortable, among those soldiers, right? Yeah, Gooch, exactly. Sometimes that was the funnest thing. Like we didn't even go into no parties or no concerts. I'm telling you, for y'all that don't know, this is how LA, real LA dudes was. We didn't go to no concerts or no parties for the dudes that was throwing it. You know what I'm saying? You can, and not you can ask anybody, but we'll stay in the parking lot. Like if it could be a concert at the Forum or something. Like niggas might spend like 15 minutes actually in there, see what it is, and we outside. We in the parking lot, or we in the little Laker club area or something. Like, man, nobody was trying to see these weirdos. We waiting, we waiting for the moves. We waiting for the licks. We waiting for the females. Like, and you can't really make no move like. Anyway, I don't want to live in the past. That's the past. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to even stress that too much, but because now is all bets is off. All the codes, manhood codes in the rule book has been burnt. Shit. So it ain't even no, if you ain't, it ain't even no purpose no more. Hold tight. Remember the show Lifestyle of the Rich and Famous? Yeah, Robin Leach. Yeah. Sir Mix-a-Lot was on there, and I believe he was the first rapper that was on that show back in the 90s. Yeah, Mix-a-Lot was getting paper. Mix-a-Lot was getting paper back then. Yeah. Right. Goose, like I said, the PLP parking lot pimping was fun. That was because it was just, man, anyway, so much trying to stay in the present. I'm trying to not be in the past. NOI Arts, Brother Cam, remaster videos. Okay, and one of them was a documentary we made in America, colorized it. Oh man, okay, yeah, I'm gonna definitely check it out. Yeah, yeah, man, that's all we, man. That's all we did, man. Just had beat, you know what I'm saying, for the homies that drink or smoke, you know what I'm saying. That's why you sitting outside in your car listening to music, laughing, clowning, and you got just the line of sight first action dibs at any female that's walking from the parking lot to the event or to the front of the party, like, or if we want to hop out because we knew all the security guards, whoever was at the door, we know them, so we could hop in and flex a little bit, like, because sometimes they be playing games like, he can't get in, or y'all straight, like, we straight. Yeah, you straight. Ain't nobody want to get in that weirdo. We out here, like, here, you want this VIP pass? How about that? Like, am I straight? Like, what? We can't get in. No, we don't want to get in. You can have this wristband or this pass. Matter of fact, give me $300 for it. You know what I'm saying? It just, if you from LA, man, and you know that, Wizard of Oz is all smoke and mirrors and all these niggas is fake clown weirdos, like, but then you see people coming from all over the world to see the Wiz, off to see the Wizard. Like, you just like, okay, well, let me pick y'all off. Let me pick y'all off like lions, you know what I'm saying? These little gazelles hopping down the yellow brick road. Like, oh man, it wasn't even fair. Wasn't even fair. Black Native, unfortunately, some of the realest dudes lost their life at those parties. Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, yeah, yeah. They took some and lost some. Yeah, yeah. No, I never went to a Diddy party, but I would have. Like I said, there's no secret. Yes, sir. Drinking 40s in the parking lot, waiting for the homies to come out. Yeah. And yeah, it's not that you can't get in. Like, it just, if y'all knew, man, like, I'm in the 50 club. I'm 55 years old. So in the when I was in my 20s, that wasn't some of us are the party. Like, the party ain't even cracking unless we in there. People just be happy to know, such and such Cam and him is in the parking lot. Oh, for real? Just the fact you there, they say you there. The party is cracking. People getting on the phone. Homegirls calling their homegirl, such and such up here. Oh yeah, it's cracking, girl. Hurry up, come up here. That's how it went, man. All we have to do is be in the parking lot because they knew our cars, whatever cars we was in. What you call them up here? You know what I'm saying? That's it. That was viral. That's how parties went viral. Before social media, you had cell phones or you had pagers, and they was paging saying such and such is up here. Come up here. Same with dudes. If you're trying to hit a lick, you finna line something up, such and such up here. Come up here right now. So if you was one of them ones, then you know what I'm talking about. But if you're not, you just like, what do they what do they mean? Right? Pump 17 just don't get how a man that have millions of dollars and could have any woman he wants rather play with another dude. It's trauma. It's trauma. If it, that comes from trauma, mostly childhood trauma, because adult male, I don't think is going to really go for being violated like that as an adult. That'll turn you into a straight, fool. That'll turn you into a straight body man, and you gonna have teardrops all down your face. So most cases, from my experience and understanding, you would have already had to been tampered with as a little boy, as a little child. And once you got money or fame or what I'm saying, influence, then you was able to act out that trauma or whatever, and retaliate or hurt people. So if you was a victim, then you become a victimizer, but you got to do it in a real slick, sneaky little way, using your influence or your money to get that off. But any grown man, you know what I'm saying, or grown, late teenager or whatever, somebody try to violate him, even if you in jail, like I'm gonna be doing life. I'm not saying that I'd be too strong or above getting nigga knocking me out or something in jail and violating me. It never happened by God grace, but if it did, then I would be doing life right now because I'm laying everybody down. I'm laying everybody. That's gonna be my life's mission. I'm anybody involved, and then after that, I'm gonna be an activist on if anybody that I hear that's doing that. So I'm not gonna last. I'm not gonna last. So it ain't a matter of you got all this fine females or whatever and you turning them down. No, you acting on straight demon trauma uh programming, hypnotic programming. So you don't even see life correctly because you've been moved by your trauma, your childhood trauma. Yeah. See Allah, peace. Pomona in the building. Shauna Chanel or Shauna Channel, Shauna Chanel. If we really look back, it has been promoted in the music industry. Yeah, all these when we was growing up, all these little teenage movies, everybody horny little teenage white boys, and everybody looking through the girls' locker room, peeping hole, like all of that's violation. All of that's you will get arrested for and sued for right now. But they bred that into us. They bred us to be some little desperate, horny violators of women and dudes. All the little, you know, locker room slapping each other on the butt. Like, dude, brothers didn't ever do that. We got programmed and hypnotized and shit to think that was funny or cool or something because they flooded that. Oh, that's what you're supposed to do if you go to college. That's what college is like, or that's what high school camaraderie or some football team supposed to do. Like, nigga, I didn't even shower. Like in PE and junior, I failed. I'm not gonna be showering with no with no dudes. Like, what? I'm good. I don't even like the way that the men bathroom stall is like. Why we can't have no whole stall to ourselves? I don't want no flat just thing where I can see something out the corner of my eye. I don't want no parts of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just how this whole world or whatever, this whole system, this country was set up to make that like cool, like, you know what I'm saying? Bust your eyes out, Peter gaze, or nigga act like it's cool to be touching and wrestling with a nigga naked or something. Man, you get your ass. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be doing life. Be doing life. Yeah. What up, Lance? Lance Carter in the building. Uh, yeah, it's not safe in these streets, Shauna. Yeah. Baby, some people can't handle power and wealth. Young Thug, Tupac, Suge, Diddy. It's about enjoying your fruits of labor quietly out of the public. Um, yeah, I don't know because it's the satanic powers that sponsored you and funded you in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So all these type of names that you mentioned, they already in bed with the Satans. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you building your thing strictly on like righteous manhood, natural get down, then it's you're not gonna have it cracking like that. You're not even gonna be on that energy. You're gonna be a whole different type of energy. You're gonna have a whole different type of atmosphere and environment about yourself. So all of this is Satan sponsored. This is all Satan blessed. They could be thinking that God, man, God bless me. That's Satan. The God of evil blessed you. The God of evil made you, and the God of evil can break you. That's what we're seeing right now. Anybody that these Satans make, you see them break. The ones that they can't break, they didn't make. You know what I'm saying? But how many is that? You can count them on one hand. How many is that you ain't seen, go along and get along? Bow down, shut up, be quiet. Stop making Satan's uncomfortable. Yeah. How many of my peers and shut up? You know what I'm saying? I ain't shut up. I ain't stopped riding. I ain't get weak and watered down. You know what I'm saying? And it had nothing to do with money. Money didn't start me and money didn't stop me. You know what I'm saying? These people didn't start me and they can't stop me. Yeah. Goose say somebody go live. Yeah, somebody hop on a live, man. Let's get on this live. But yeah, as much as we want to go into every day, all throughout the day, the whole news cycle, you're gonna hear all these details, these all monstrous details now, because the devil is in the details. So now, once you hear the details about this, Cassie said this, or this new victim said that, and this Kim Porter book said this, and okay. That it's supposed to emotionally put a battery on your back so that you outraged against him, right? But you forgot what's in your closet. You forgot there's receipts and records at Planned Parenthood and other clinics and all kind of stuff with your name on it. With your name on it. So be careful. I'm warning us all. Be careful. Do not jump on the throw stones at Diddy wagon. I'm telling you, do not do it. Do not do it, because whatever details that's supposed to be so monstrous that he allegedly did, or whether he did or he didn't do, he did them with grown-ups, if I'm not mistaken, consenting adults, if I'm not mistaken, that went back more than once. So if you was really violated, did you go to a second party with him? Did you go back over, and meet him somewhere the second time? Yes. Okay. Well, that's not the same as, Planned Parenthood, you know what I'm saying? Them innocent little babies, 27 million of them that didn't have no choice. It was their body, but it wasn't their choice. If you want to go look at the details, look at the video I just posted up 20 minutes ago about those details. And let's compare monsters. Let's compare monsters, especially if it's women. Especially if it's women that's outraged pointing at Diddy and he's a monster, he's trash, he should be this. Oh, okay. Well, we got some Planned Parenthood receipts. We got some Planned Parenthood detailed procedures of what you signed up for and what you agreed to go do more than once. 27 million bodies. 30 million bodies. It was 27 million in 2022. It's almost 2025. So it's like 2,000 a day of just us, of just our black women. 2,000 a day in America. Monsters ball, though. Yeah, I did that so I can ball, so I can have my career. I had to put my career first. I had to get my bag, my monster ball on. Yeah. So I got to hand out the swords. I got to hand out the swords to Michael and his angels, so they'll know exactly what to slice when they hear that. Oh, who's a monster? Oh, what? Oh, Dragonfly Jones, your ass, silent punk, monster punk, silent. You know what I'm saying? And even if we don't got the Gooch, if we don't got the receipts, your fibroids is the receipts. Your uterine walls is the receipts. Your miscarriages is the receipt. Yeah. When you get my age and you ain't got no family is the receipt. So just because I might, you might not got no receipt. You might, you might knew somebody at the Parenthood that shredded your receipt, but you can't hide them receipts from the Lord, from the laws of universal justice. You know what I'm saying? We are foolish. We are terribly foolish people. Because if we spent that energy and really was vocal and took that energy and went against the real beast, like you see people like us doing, like instead of me trying to bash Diddy, he already down. You know what I'm saying? I was bashing him when he was up. I run fades and put pressure on niggas when they up. But if once they, once justice catch up with them, all right, you ain't even, I did mine when I was supposed to do it. Now y'all jumping on it, stomping him out, and packing him out, and all that. That's coward shit. That's cowards. No, I'm on the enemy. I'm on the real enemy that y'all scared to get at. I ain't heard not one person, not one person do what Candace Owens is doing. But she is super sellout. But she not running for no office. She not trying to rule you. But the one y'all voting for, y'all don't call her a sellout. That's a sister girl, and we tripping if we don't vote for no black one. Oh, have you seen the latest receipts on your black sister girl right now? You might want to go check the the latest little viral, Candace Owens receipts, because that's how God works. He gonna use one against one. They can both be faulty, but he gonna make them cancel each other out. You know what I'm saying? So that's all, man. What we got to lose? What do we have to lose? Jamila, what up? Walaikum salam. There's the StreamYard link. We just here talking our talk, campaigning, trailing, the trail of tears. Yeah. Monsters ball though, right? Monsters been balling on us. But monsters, the ultimate fate, the final destination of these monsters ain't good. And we at it. We at the final destination season for the monsters that been balling. Ain't none of this working no more. Ain't no wicked, nobody got the Midas touch no more. Everything that these monsters or these freaks or these fakers and actors and lames and weirdos used to touch turned to gold. They couldn't do no wrong. They couldn't miss a shot because Satan was blessing everything they touched, because Satan was sponsoring them. Now they can't buy a shot. Now they can't catch a break. They slipping and falling on everything. They Glass Joe. They like Joshua. What's my man name that just lost? Glass Joe. Like they get hit in the shoulder and get knocked out. Yeah. And they laughed at us, boy. We were so broke. We were so washed up and broke. Shut your broke. You broke. Get some money. Get some money. Get a bag. Oh, get a bag like you. Oh, no, I'm straight. I'll be broke. I work it out. I figure it out. Me and my family will figure it out. We'll just be broke. Because if that's what definition of success is, I don't want it. That's success. I don't want it. Right. I'm just saying. Yeah. So we all can repent. That's what I be focusing on that. I be looking at, why would the enemy come against dude right now? Why would the enemy come against dude when he was their main puppet? He was their main gatekeeper dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was their main Pied Piper. So he must have did something against the real enemy that got them responding and retaliating on him like that. Some y'all be saying, oh, he tried to sue De Leon, whatever. Nah, that ain't it. I've been showing y'all exactly what it was. Exactly what it was. As soon as he used his platform, because they know how strong and powerful and influential media is, and since he was the only one. I don't know no other one. Is there any other quote unquote real black owned television network? It used to be BET, Bob Johnson. They sold that to Viacom. I don't know. Jay-Z used to have Title, but that wasn't TV. The only one that had that, as far as my knowledge in America, Byron Allen, but he wasn't really he wasn't representing our culture. It was Diddy. And as soon as Diddy put up Minister Farrakhan, July 4th, 2020, and Minister Farrakhan foiled Fauci and Biden and them's plans about that pharmaceutical thing that they mandated for all of us to, and told all of us to not do it. And then he played it live and then replayed it. And you saw, like I said, the backlash and the pre-backlash, because they was on his head even before he aired it, because they seen that he was going to air it live. They was on it. And ever since then, they the ones was tripping on his partnership and was just putting his liquor on the shelf and treating him like a little ghetto whatever boy, and they wasn't distributing this thing or promoting it. So that went on for a couple of years till he finally did the lawsuit and said that, they intentionally playing him like this. And he said it's because his race is, blah, blah, this and that. As soon as he filed that lawsuit in May 2023, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, 6 months later, same year, Cassie come out. Cassie come out with her lawsuit. Bombshell lawsuit that's about something totally different. They ain't been together for years. She already with a whole nother husband, a white man. I got children with, all that. Why out of all the times now are they gonna dig up Cassie? They're gonna dig up Cassie 6 months later after he files his lawsuit. Okay. All right. So y'all can think it was a De Leon or whatever if you want to. That had a little bit to do with it, but that was the question: is who gave him the heart to air what he aired? Who gave him the heart to do the Charlemagne interview the same year, 2020? This was 2020. All this is the Farrakhan year. That's when he was at the beach or beach house or whatever, and him and Charlemagne did that long interview. Not saying that he ain't no monster now. I'm not saying that he's not no monster or he didn't do no monster violations against human beings and dudes or whatever. I'm not saying that. I'm saying what is the warfare supposed to look like if you already got that level of monster crime under your belt, and now you're trying to reform yourself, you're trying to atone, or you trying to repent, but you still in deep with the Satans. You know what I'm saying? And you got children, you got collateral damage, you got possible, casualties that's gonna pay a price. Yeah. Who you got to refer to? Who you don't got no example of how to do it. Because ain't nobody went that far. Ain't nobody went that far against the beast once they was that deep in bed with the beast. The one that I know closest to maybe doing that was Martin Luther King Jr. And then you see what he did. He G'd up at the end. He was like, I don't care. I don't fear no man. I've been to the mountaintop. I might not get there with you. He already knew they was trying to get rid of him. They already tried it with the COINTELPRO and sending Coretta Scott King all the little tapes and videos, same type of stuff. You know what to do, Martin Luther King. You know what to do, Pretty Tony. Stick yourself. Get yourself out of here. In other words, delete yourself. He wouldn't do it. Then you have Cedric the Entertainer and Cube or somebody on Barbershop disrespecting him, talking about he was a freak and freakazoid and all this. And Minister Farrakhan had to check the ish out of both of them. Like, y'all ain't never put y'all life on the line. Y'all ain't never been through what Martin Luther King went through to then violate him and disrespect him, use y'all platform. Like, oh, okay. Y'all think this is a movie set? Y'all think this is a game? But main one's quiet as a church mouse when the shit really go up. Who's the ones making the noise? Who's the one calling out the beast right now? Where they at? I don't hear them. I don't hear nobody calling out the beast. We'll call out a ninja. We'll call out Diddy. Like, I ain't never been in no Diddy parties. Me and such ain't. Niggas, shut up. What about the real enemy? Niggas ain't got nothing to say about the real enemy. It's cowards, boy. That's why I'm glad I ain't got no deal with no devil. Worst you could do is whatever you think you could do. But you ain't. I'm not here to be quiet. And God didn't give me no big testicles and no heart, and let me stay alive through all this stuff that we done been through for me to be quiet. To be quiet. Like you finessing Satan. And he know you a punk. They know y'all niggas is punks. Yeah. So I'm not saying that Diddy ain't no punk. If you did all that, you a punk too, but what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? It ain't always about the dirt you do, it's what you do to clean it up. What do you do to clean it up? What do you do after you mess up? Are you going to use the same energy? You're going to use the same resources? You're going to use the same, or are you just going to act like you never said nothing, or act like, I'm just going to tuck mine in. I'm going to tuck my nuts in. I'm going to tuck my voice, my revolutionary tough guy voice in when it comes to these people. But let a ninja already be going down and getting crucified in the media, then I'm gonna get on my soapbox. I'm gonna get on the. Yeah, they don't want to go live. I mean, it ain't no, it's all good, Gooch. I got I guess, a little monologue. I guess this is just a monologue. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's a lot of us is fed up at this point. According to the Bible, God is fed up. So I want to be like God. So I'm fed up. You know what I'm saying? He has for a long time held his peace and refrained himself. So I have too, trying to be like my Lord and Savior. And I'm still not really saying that. And I'm just comparing. If it's being forced down our throat, if my children and family and my people got to be forced to hear all this flooded of propaganda and pointing at this is like the definition of a monster, like no. Let me redistribute. Let me equally Oprah Winfrey distribute these titles. This guilt. Let's spread this guilt out evenly, like some peanut butter, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Just spread it out evenly now. Don't have no just lump of jelly right there, and the rest of the bread is dry. You're gonna spread it out. David Lartie. Well, I know I wouldn't have been there. I have a voice like Luther Vandross, Smokey Robinson, all the Temptations. Say you wouldn't have been there. Wouldn't have been where? Yeah, man. Anyway, we just here, man. Just here trying to make the most of our hour together. Trying to make it make sense. It makes sense to me. It just nobody else wants to make sense. Nobody else want to hear it. They got their fingers stuck in their ears. La 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 la. I'm not listening. I'm not listening to the real talk. I'm saying so. It is what it is. Got 5 minutes left. Anybody want to hop on with me? Hit the like button. Hit the like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Dave said, I'm saying I'm not selling out to Lucy, nor will I have gotten Diddy though. Okay, for sure. Jamil, I'm sure they shut him down for giving the minister his platform because they knew Puffy had a reputation for many years but never intervened. Yeah, he was doing it for them. He was working for them. Just like Candace Owens said. Candace Owens literally said, I was a soldier for the Zionists. I was a soldier for the Zionists. You couldn't tell me nothing wrong about the Zionists. I had to see for myself by them coming against me, by them, violating me a certain kind of way. That's what made her an activist, the activist that she is right now against certain aspects of the Zionists, whatever. It's not because she just was trying to save the world and she always thought it was the right thing to do. Most of us, if you read the Bible, most of the strongest disciples or soldiers for Christ used to be ops of Christ, used to be ops. So, we just got to be realistic. We got to know how people become soldiers. But, ninjas, Negroes, we be so emotionally judgmental. We won't allow nobody to to come to the right team. No, you was over there, stay over there. Like, all right, man, I guess. Whatever.
What's up, Cam?
Oh, you got it. What's the word? What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I was listening to that stuff about P. Diddy. They say he's scared to eat his food because they say he's scared he gonna be poisoned. Only thing he got to do to get out of jail is tell on them higher ups in the music industry. They'll let him out.
Who you gonna tell?
Clive Davis.
No, I said,
He
who
can
is he
start.
gonna tell? Not who is he gonna tell on? Who is he gonna tell it to?
Oh, he going the head of the snake. Diddy ain't the head. He just the tail, but he need to tell on the
You didn't
head.
listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I said. Who is Diddy going to tell this information to?
Federal prosecutors. They strike a deal.
Federal prosecutors is the ones that's on his head. Why would you do you not know who the teams are?
But I'm saying if he exposed what the higher ups and everything, he could
Smack,
easily get out.
smack.
Yeah,
You-
what's up with it, fam?
Man, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. What's good?
Oh man, you got it. Long time no see, man. Your take and wisdom is always greatly appreciated. So I would love to hear what your position is on some of these things.
Things like what, family?
What I'm on right now is comparing. All of a sudden, it went to the Diddy, but I was comparing monsters. So this is like Monsters Ball. So they've been flooding the media and propaganda about how much of a monster Diddy is. Okay, he could be a monster, but our women, which is the ones that's supposed to be so outraged, they had like 30 million abortions since 1973. So let he or she that's without sin greater or equal to Diddy cast the first stone.
They had 30 million. They had
30, there's only 50 million of us in America right now. There's only 50 million black people in America. They didn't
man,
they didn't took out 30 million.
30 million babies, my nigga.
Yeah. And Diddy the monster though.
Well, uh, conditioning is a real thing. Cam, and everybody around the world is conditioned by their society and the government or regime that's in control. And we know different in this country. And the black man has been conditioned to view things in one way, and black women definitely have been conditioned to view things in another way. And we're all conditioning is a never ending thing, and it's constantly evolving. And they're conditioning society to believe certain things as we go on about our daily lives.
Hmm.
And you know black women are suffering from a hell of a conditioning from society because they are being attacked, and a lot of them don't view it as them being attacked because so many of them go along with the propaganda and everything, and they see the benefit in it because they make sure that the black woman, they twist and pervert it to where the black woman can see it as a benefit and a gain from everything in society. Like it's a crazy game they play with everybody's mind, brains, hearts, and soul. So black women really don't see themselves. They see themselves as victims when it comes to black men, but they don't see themselves as victims overall as society. It's like a real crazy dichotomy of what the black woman faces, like at the hand of the system or the establishment, or in the face of the white man. She sees herself as, she sees the system as a savior, but she constantly sees the black man as a enemy, as a threat. You know, feminism done a real job on us as a community, because the black woman, the white woman was trying to get from up under the oppression of the white man, and they tricked the black woman into thinking that the black man had them oppressed when we was both facing the very same oppression.
Right.
Like they act like we wasn't in the cotton fields picking cotton and getting the shit beat out of us too. Or they like Massa was just raping them. Massa was also raping niggas too. So, you know.
Right. We just couldn't get pregnant.
But, you know, they separated us. They separated our houses. They separated us as a family. They separated us as a community. And they got the black woman feeling like her pain isn't our pain, and our pain isn't their pain, and that her pain is greater, or more, it holds more value, it's worth more, or it should be addressed first. Like her pain is premier compared to the pain of us, the pain of our society, of us as a whole. Like everything is the black woman and then when you don't cater to them, they feel they try to use the psychology or this Jedi mind trick that something is wrong with you, or you out of line, you must be gay. They got all kind of little tricknology, little plays they try to run, you know, just to get their way at the end of the day. Because basically they just want to get their way, and they don't want to be held accountable for their actions or their thoughts and everything. Because we all headed down a rabbit hole. They always say it gets worse before it gets better, but it's been getting worse for us for how long, and it ain't never getting better. Like, goddamn, when does the turnaround begin to happen?
Man, how do you think the black male's supposed to reestablish his authority? Because it's an authority issue. It's gonna come down to law and order and law enforcement. So how is the black man gonna be able to reestablish his natural righteous authority over our own families?
Well, I don't think that's going to be possible until the society deteriorates all the way down to where the black woman don't have a choice but to follow the black man. As long as she's given a choice to do something besides follow the black man, that's what she's going to choose. So until everything falls all the way down to where she doesn't have a choice, you know, and until it gets to that point, then we're just going to continue down the path that we're headed down until she has no choice whatsoever. But the white man is going to always give her a choice, and they always going to move the goalposts and always create these different. Because what you got to realize is these people are they got people that sit up in offices that contemplate and conspire 100 years, 200 years ahead of time. They got people that's playing chess. Like if this happens, we'll do this. If this, they got people that they pay to do this, and they are thinking 100, 200 years ahead, and we're still thinking 400 years behind. We still, so we ain't even in the present day because we're still dealing with trauma and issues from years and years back, be it societal, be it economic and financial, be it spiritual, be it familial, whatever it is. It's a lot of issues within our community that need to be addressed, but we're not afforded the time and opportunity to address all of the situations because at the end of the day, we still got to try to live and survive.
I mean, but you addressing it right now, so I think
Yeah, but me talking about it, and that's not I'm just talking. It's just in the air. The addressing it, I'm talking about active action.
What is your actions like? What do you do to check or to discipline or to draw a line in the sand regarding how a black woman is going to handle you? Like
that's just from the jump because I carry myself in a certain way to where women energy and frequency is a real thing, man. When a woman comes across a certain energy, a lot of bitches don't even fuck with me because they already know I ain't with the fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? So they don't even fuck with me. I've come to realize that I was extremely hated by the female demographic, but a lot of females are coming around and falling in love with me because they are finding that men that they do respect fuck with me. So once they see that it's a man that they respect or that they see that they got like holding in a certain light or esteem, and they like, damn, if he likes back, then Smack can't be that bad. Got to be something. Because if, bitch don't like me, but then she showed me to her daddy and her daddy laughed and be like, yeah, it's some real shit. Okay, but you respect your daddy to the fullest. So damn, if my daddy agree with him, then maybe I'm looking from a perspective that's not totally fair to him. I'm just women. Like I say, they ain't too big on accountability, and they damn sure don't like men that they can't manipulate and pull the wool over their eyes. And I was blessed to be raised in a house full of ghetto ass women. So, so you can miss me with the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So they don't even approach me with that type of some will try because they don't know. But then it don't take nothing but a minute or two for them to get their mind right, and either they get with the program or they get their bitch ass on. Either one of the two, and it really don't matter to me either way. So but yeah. So I really don't. It's really not a line. It's just really an understanding that a natural understanding that people have. Like people not oblivious to who somebody is once they begin to speak, and and when you look at them and how they carry themselves, people not oblivious to niggas in the nation when they see them standing up straight, and on they square with they bow ties and clean straight face, and we don't come to play.
Right.
And so you don't have to draw a line in the sand, or you don't have to say that you're not here for the bullshit. Because as soon as I see, these niggas here, I ain't playing. These bow tie bean pie niggas gonna get dead on your
ass. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of that kind of thing with me, man. I don't really have to announce it. It's just automatic,
What you think, Coach?
The question was, what do I do to avoid it? Well, what I do to avoid certain situations, I really just don't date women that live within 2 or 3 miles of a Church's Chicken or Sally's Beauty Supply. And I've noticed since I've lived my life like that, I really haven't had any problems. It's been smooth
That
sailing.
nigga that
So
crazy.
once I really put that into my game plan and I was serious and stomped down about it, I really haven't had any problems.
But what
Um,
about people like me that's responsible, like not responsible, but we signed up for the duty to try to help reform those that do live by the Church's Chicken. You know what I'm
I think
saying?
that's very honorable, brother, and that's why we come on here to support you. I just know that's not my role in life. I think to it. I think it was. I think it's honorable for firemen that run into a burning house to save people. I'm not gonna do
Yeah, you think a mortician is an honorable job too.
it. Yeah, I think
I
that's
ain't
honorable, but I'm just not gonna do it. So, um, but no, I came on here because I contacted Brother Smack to come on, and I would be a coward to tell someone to come on the live with us and I not show up myself. So I'm doing my homework. For those who know, I'm in nursing school, so I even put down my book to support my brothers. I've been here with Cam for the past hour and a half, 2 hours, and I called Brother Smack to get on. I want to say thank you, Brother Smack. I appreciate you, brother.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Smack a legend. You know what I'm saying? So, even though we trying to keep it PG on here, but you gotta let a man be what he is, what he known
Yes,
for.
sir.
So
Yes, sir. Yes,
that's
sir.
what we
yeah,
that's what we respect about it.
yeah. I'm not over the top, but sometimes, you gotta speak in a tongue. I ain't gonna go to Mexico and
Pause.
be
Pause.
mad when I
Pause.
can't communicate with the Mexicans because I can't talk Mexican talk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So people Vato talk. Uh,
Mexican talk.
yeah. But
See, that's that Church's Chicken right there. You was just dissing Church's Chicken.
and actually, I got
Hold on, let
one.
me get off here. Hey, hold on, Smack. I love both of you guys, brother Cam. I love you, Smack. I love you. My phone about to die. Let me get back to my homework. Love y'all.
Yeah,
All love.
Oh boy,
yeah,
Smack,
that's funny.
one last
yeah. I
question.
actually got a church's chicken. I could walk to it in about 3 minutes from my front door, like a mother.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, one last question for you, Smack, while you here. I've been hearing a lot of people, because I've been listening to Candace Owens a whole lot lately, right? We already know they whole position with their white husband and all that, but her compared to Kamala Harris, which one is because I'm comparing now. I'm comparing monsters and I'm comparing so-called sellout, black women sellout. One of them is running for president to rule us with her husband, and the other one is I guess trying to just air people out and get hers off. So which one is the biggest? If it's a sellout, which one is the biggest sellout?
Oh, well, we go. I've been doing a lot of meditating and reflecting lately, and these terms we use, uh, they're real subjective at the end of the day, because I could sit here and say what I feel is harmful to us as a people. I could say who I feel like is harmful to us as a people. Like, in order for black people to gain true liberation and freedom, it's gonna take either all black people being on code or some black people not not gonna be able to make it. Some black people just gotta go. And when I say gotta go, I don't mean halfway kick them up out the race. I mean gotta go, because if they don't go, they can still infiltrate for the enemy. So they got to go all the way. And when you say that, and you say who's good for the race and who's not good for the race, those same black people that you say aren't good for the race. So if we have this conversation, those same black people will be like, well, I'm with that program, but you the one that gotta go because black people like you is the problem. You did what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So because not Kamala, Kamala really don't care about black people, like foundational black Americans, African Americans, Aboriginal Americans, because I really don't know what we is because we can't get together because we can't even decide on what we is. Moors or descended from African kings. I don't know.
Right.
At this point, we just niggas. We can't even agree that we all just niggas. No, brother, you are not a nigga. What is we?
Yeah, well, from their perspective, we definitely are.
Yeah. So, we can't even agree what we are so we can move ahead. So we steady fighting over what we are. We can't even agree just up on the tone of our skin that we all need to come together and do something. So when we even get to that point, then talk to me about the next step because we'll never get together because we just can't get together. We can't agree on anything. You get other races of people can put their differences aside for the greater good of their community and the greater good of their people, but we can't do it. And so to sit here and say which is a greater sellout, I'm just giving you my perspective. Because if you ask somebody on the other side, they'll be like, who's the greater sellout to the black race, Cam or Smackwater?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it could easily.
But it'd be harder for them to do that because we on the same team. So we ain't talking against each other or moving against each other as opposed to the two females that I just mentioned. So,
but in they eyesight, well, not Kamala, because in my eyesight, Kamala, she's not black. So to say that she's a sellout, she's just somebody that uses the fact that she has a skin tone that's similar to ours. So to say that she's a sellout is like an oxymoron or some kind of paradox because she doesn't even identify as black as we. She's not like us.
Right.
Like Candace identifies as being one of us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So to say that Kamala is a second, Kamala only uses blackness when it's convenient.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At least one thing I can say about Candace, she does understand that she is black. She's from this community. You know what I'm saying? And in her mind, she's trying to help fix this community in her mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, a lot of things. And she's kind of like Charleston White. She say some real shit and then she say some shit.
Absolutely.
That make you want to DDT the shit out of the bitch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She say some real shit sometimes. She say some shit that you got to agree with. No matter how much you don't like her or her stance on whatever. She say some real shit sometimes. She's on point sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah. What about the people that say they don't like her, but they voting for Kamala? Like for whatever reason that they don't like Candace Owens, like she's against our people or she spoke against, she always criticizing our people and she got a white husband, but yet they voting for Kamala Harris.
Oh, that she voting for Kamala Harris?
No, I'm saying what do you think about people like our people that got a problem with Candace Owens because she
got a white husband, but yeah, they vote. Man, niggas is retarded, man. That's just all the way what it is, man. Black people are retarded, man. Black people want convenient oppression. Just oppress me, just don't oppress me too much, sir. Niggas, black people don't want to do what it really takes to be free. So I'm good with it, man. Y'all do what y'all do, man. I'ma just try to live my life until it's my time to check up out of here because, as a whole, niggas don't want to do nothing, man. And that's just all it is to it. Niggas don't want freedom and don't want liberation. we ain't nothing but black white men with a tan. That's all we is. Every last one of us. We is some aspect of the white man that's a part of us, all of us.
Yeah, he came out of us. That's where he came from. So.
But I'm saying, but the white man, we view everything through the white man's lens.
Yeah.
In some aspect. You speak his tongue. You know, so the white man is a part of all of us in some kind of way. We are black white men. We don't, and that's just all it is to it. We need the white man need us. It's a symbiotic relationship.
Like a leech and a parasite host relationship.
Yeah. And even the white folks that be like, go back to Africa. The white people that really understand, like that's in control, they be like, you stupid, silly white man. We don't want them niggas to go nowhere. We need somebody to sell our dope.
Right.
We need somebody to fill up our penitentiary.
Yeah,
we need somebody to blame. If we send all these niggas back to Africa, we ain't got nobody to blame on the conditions of the world and the conditions and why this country is like it is.
Ain't got no Duracell batteries, huh?
Yeah, you know, so that's just, it's all smoke and mirrors, and it's all divide and conquer, and it's all chaos. Chaos. America manufactures chaos, and because chaos, they utilize chaos for control. It's like a controlled chaos.
Yeah. Well, yeah, man. Like I say, man, it's always love and respect, man. I appreciate the jewels and the wisdom and the brutal church's chicken humor. You know what I'm saying?
Chicken humor. That's funny. Nigga just called me a nigga on the cool. The judge called you a nigga every day in the courtroom. Every time he slammed the gavel and give you time, cake admin.
Come on. Yeah, man, I'm gonna let you go though, Smack, man. Anything you want to shout out, like, you know what I'm saying, any business we can support, let the people know, how we can support you.
Well, really, I'm just, just really I ain't really got nothing going on. I got things going on, but they ain't just all the way going on yet. So, I'm still working on making some things come to fruition, so I'm just working, man. So just shout out to
no ultrasounds. You don't want to mess up the baby.
Yeah. So I'm just working, and shout out to everybody that's working on their dreams, their passions, and their goals, and trying to achieve something, and trying to get some motion going with whatever you got in your head and your mind, on your heart. And that's basically what I'm just got going on. And as it comes, you'll definitely hear about it.
Well, this VIP treatment over here, whatever you need from your bro, man, you got it, whether it's in or, out of the industry on some street stuff or some business stuff, man. I'm your bro, man. Let me know whatever you need.
Yeah, that's what's up. Appreciate that, family.
All right, Smack.
Already, man. Y'all take it easy.
Peace.
What's up?
Malik, you there? Salute, Smackwater, man. Texas finest. You know what I'm saying? Man. You there, Malik? So I'm going.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. What's your thoughts? Uh-oh. Something going wrong.
You can't hear me, Cam?
I hear you, but maybe you can't hear me. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear, brother Cam.
Oh, yes, sir. Hold on one second. Chris G is say your device is not connected, Chris. So whatever you need to say, connect your mic or your camera or something. What'd you say, Brother Malik?
Yeah. I've been observing the show, man, for the last few weeks and everything that's been going on. I've been going back over I've been looking at these videos of all the things that happened in slavery. better was what I see going on today. How they talk about how trauma passes down through the DNA.
Oh yeah.
And I was looking at this video about how on the plantations, the slave masters would make the slaves have orgies, like freak offs on the plantation.
Oh yeah.
You know, and they would participate, and you know, and it really kind of dropped it knocked the wind out of me, man. When I just sat and listened to it, I'm like, wow, and it made me not be so judgmental, you know, of how we suffering today, knowing that passes down through the DNA. A lot of it seems like the devil knows how to he understands what he did to us on that plantation and how them seeds is there, and he knows how to water them seeds and manipulate those negative, filthy seeds that was bred and you know on them plantations up to the day. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know who taught him the tricknology and who taught him the forgotten tricknology?
Yeah, that's his. Yeah, the Yakub and the slave master. You know, that's real.
Us. We taught him that. Meaning when we grafted them, we taught them all of them sciences of you know the extreme opposite behaviors in order for them to be successful. So everything that's abhorrent, that's appalling to us is what they practice.
Well, you know, me and some of the brothers always had an argument about that, man. About you know, Shabazz didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? That's not the tribe of Shabazz. The nappy-headed tribe ain't had nothing to do with the making of the devil. We didn't teach that cracker nothing. You know what I'm saying? We didn't teach him nothing about being.
But we mixed with them now, so we got their blood in our veins.
Exactly. Yeah, the DNA. Yeah. We get to playing with the bloodline. You know, that devil's DNA is running all through us. You know, and
we got all the rebels' blood. We got the Native American rebels' blood. We got the Shabazz blood, and we got the Yakub blood.
But I remember having an argument with a brother. We was in the mosque. I said, man, Shabazz didn't make no homosexuals. Shabazz didn't make transsexuals. You know what I'm saying? Shabazz didn't make lesbians. You know what I'm saying? He didn't make freaks and pedophiles. You know what I'm saying? That ain't Shabazz didn't make none of that.
That's you still on the branches though. You on the branches and the leaves. Whoever made devil made all of that. That comes with devil. You understand? Instead of you know getting into every little detail of expression of what evil is going to be practiced, you got to focus on you know the 24 scientists. It wasn't even Yakub's idea. It was the scientists. Yakub was born with a predetermined idea from the gods that wrote 15,000 years ago that wrote him to do that.
That's true.
So we can't get caught up on the local emotional effects or products. You know what I'm saying?
No. But it was just amazing to go back and study that history and to see how they know how to manipulate that condition, you know what I'm saying, that they created on that plantation, you know. So that kind of makes me not judge us today. We get a little knowledge, that knowledge elevate us and we be so quick to finger wave and judge another brother, you know, for his downfall, you know what I'm saying? But I don't it really humbled me to see that. And especially, you know, even with the sisters, man. I was looking at them brothers on your channel, I think the other day. That looked weak to me, man. Brothers sit up there complaining about women. Don't know men don't complain about no woman, man. Whatever going on with a woman, all that fall on the man, bro. I don't sit up and completely blame no black women for nothing, man.
So,
I got my daughter.
Let's talk about that. So do you believe there's any black women in hell or any black women going to hell?
Well, hell is the condition of life. Hell ain't no, hell ain't a place you go.
So are there any black women that's in hell is a man's fault?
Could be.
No, not no could be. That's a yes or no. So that means that God is unfair and unjust, right? Because he got women in hell for our fault.
A woman's hell is based on her obeying that serpent nature that's in her that makes her to, you know, move in a certain way to manipulate man for power.
You said it was man's fault though.
No, I said no, but I said it's man's duty to conquer. It's not man's duty to
You said it was
complain about
man's
no
fault.
woman. No, I said whatever's going on. When God made man, He made man the ruler. He made man the boss. When you lose that, then you're gonna have problems with that woman. And you know what I'm saying? That's where the problem.
So according to like, and we know this metaphorical, but according to the Bible, Eve went against Adam and God, right?
Well, that Bible story, man. I bet the minister already interpreted that properly for us, man. I don't go by that, but what the devil put in
Okay,
there.
well let's go to the
The
Quran.
devil put that in there
Let's
to
go to the
oppress
Quran.
women.
Let's go to the Quran. The Quran say that the wife of Noah and the wife of Lot, both of these was under two of our righteous servants, yet they acted treacherously towards their husbands and they got hell. So how was that their fault?
Well, it's not the fault of Noah. Noah obeyed his God. Same way with
No,
Lot. Both of
listen
them.
to what I said. Listen to what I said. Think before you speak. Listen. How was it any man's fault if they was under two prophets of God and acted treacherously? They got their own brain. They choose what they want to do, right?
Yeah, they made a choice, and according to the Holy Quran, they made a choice, right?
Right. So that's
They
all
did.
women. All women got the same brain to make their own choice, right?
Well, you gotta have knowledge to make a choice. You gotta know something to make a choice.
Well,
You know what I'm saying? If you don't,
do we get that excuse? Do men got that same excuse? Because we don't know nothing.
we got that excuse as far as the last 400 years, Allah allowing us to be stripped of
Well, that's what we're talking
everything.
about. That's what we're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, but I'm talking about as far as the growth and evolution that God want man to get to. Ain't no excuses,
We
man.
just went somewhere else, though. We was talking about specifically the condition that our women is in right now. And then you said it was the man's fault.
I said men don't complain about no woman. Like I don't complain about my daughter's mother. I don't complain about none of my daughter, none of that. Whatever going on with them, I handle that. Like my daughter, she under my control right now, man.
Why
I do
you can't
everything I
complain?
can.
Who said that we can't complain?
I mean, it just don't sit with. I mean, that was just my personal take. To see men complaining about women. That's not alpha to me, man.
Alpha
That don't look at. Yeah, that's not alpha. No, sir.
is that even a real thing? Is alpha even a real thing?
Yeah, alpha male. Yeah, that's right. That's very real. You got alpha male, beta male. You know what I'm saying? You got rank. Yeah, that's very real. That's beta male talk.
Yeah, I ain't, that's new. That's some old new age terms. I ain't never heard all that stuff.
Well, it's pretty.
A man, or you just a man, or are you not, right?
Well, a man is a leader. Man leads. Man take responsibility. Man make no excuses.
We're not arguing that. I'm saying what that got to do with complaining, like how else are you going to even check somebody or discipline somebody if you're not going to complain about it?
I mean, complaining about it don't get it. It's what's the cause though? If the woman misbehaving, why?
No, we're not saying. Yeah, we're saying like, so if somebody do a crime, like say the devil's just executed brother Marcellus Williams, we're not supposed to complain about that.
If it was an injustice, yeah, it's a justified complaint, yeah.
Right. So the women ain't doing injustice to us or to themselves or to our children.
If they're doing it if they're doing it against the truth that God has put forth, and they're going against God's truth, yeah,
We already know they doing that. They know how to go get a job. They know how to go study and submit to get corporate positions. They know how to go for what they want. Why they ain't going for God's truth? Why they ain't going making that important? We can't force them to do it, right?
Their connection to God been severed. But God is man. If man is God and God is man, then that responsibility of a black woman's problem with God falls on the black man. If he made the black man to be God, to be his representative, his Khalifa, you know what I'm saying? If the black man is to be the Khalifa,
So
then
woman ain't a God?
she's not a God over the man, no.
I didn't say over the man. Is she a god of her own brain? Do she got a intelligent enough brain to know how to
Yeah, she
choose?
did. Yeah, she got free will to choose.
So I'm saying, does she got a god brain?
She don't have a more powerful God brain than what God
That's
gave
not
her
what I
the
asked
man.
you, brother. That's not what I asked you. Did Allah not give her a brain that the Quran says just only a 1 degree below us because we're our form is older than her form, but he still gave her God brains. So are you saying
Yeah.
that she can't choose, like she don't know how to make the right choices without a man?
Well, she can only make the right choices if she know the right choice to make.
That applies to men too, then, right?
Yeah.
So what's the difference
Man,
between the man and the woman? How
God
we
made
gonna make the
man
right
God
choices
because
if we don't got the right information?
well, that's true too. But I take full response. Whatever wrong with my daughter or my family, my woman or whatever. I know that I got to take full responsibility for that.
I
I
mean,
mean
that sound good, but how you gonna take
that's what it. I
responsibility
mean,
for somebody
I
that
do
got
that
their
in
own
real
brain?
time.
How you gonna take some responsibility for somebody, adult that got their own brain?
I'm talking about with the response, the duty that Allah placed on man. If I failed in any part of that duty, then I have to. That's where my problem. That's what I have to straighten out. And if I failed in any part of that duty that Allah has put on me, then that's what I have to correct for everything else to fall in line.
But how you know
You
you're gonna
understand?
correct it?
How I know I'm gonna correct it. You do what you do. You correct it based on what you know to the right
You
thing.
don't even
The
know
right
that
thing.
you can correct it. Otherwise, we'll be perfect, right?
Well, I mean, when you made a mistake, or you went right and you should have went left, or you went left, you should have been right. You can always go back and look over your life and know where you made the wrong turn at.
So
You know what I'm saying?
you don't hold women accountable for their own choices.
Yeah, I hold women accountable, but I'm talking about. I don't complain about as a man. I'm not gonna complain about woman acting up. You know what I'm
Complaining is
saying?
not holding them accountable. Complaining is not a form of holding a woman accountable or women accountable.
Well, I put it like
How
this.
you gonna file a complaint? I mean, how you gonna enforce something if you ain't even filed a complaint?
Well, I mean, like what you saying about that, like that video you put up. That's a worthy complaint because that you put the mirror up to people that women need to look at because that's you showing women the errant mindset that they didn't gave themselves over
But
to.
I'm saying though, even if I don't got the PowerPoint and the pictures or whatever, my words are saying the same thing. So if you hear brothers saying the same thing, just because they don't got no pictures or no video, is not valid.
Well, I mean, it depends on what. Like from what I was hearing, no. From what I heard, I was like, no, that's still.
Well,
I
yeah,
don't complain
I don't
about it.
remember. Maybe I gotta go back and look
You
at
put,
it.
you put the clip. It was just something I was looking. It was a few days ago. You was some brothers on, and they was talking. It just sounded like a bunch of dudes, like how women do that. Women sit around and complain about what dudes ain't doing right. You know what I'm saying? That shit, they looked at man. I'm like, come on, man. I'm like, really, man. But it's all good. I mean, but ain't nothing wrong with showing like what you doing as far as that video. I couldn't even watch the whole video because that bothers me. That abortion and the way they was breaking that down, that bothers me, disturbs me, man. To see
Right,
women.
but
I like that.
it's already 30 million though. It's already 30 million, and
Yeah,
this is not like
that's
it's not like a
that's
video
mine.
game. It's
Yeah,
not a video game. This is real. This is real
that's
human
real
soul.
life. Yeah,
So that's
that's
what I'm
some real.
saying. So if these is the main ones that's complaining and accusing us and me tooing us and jumping on the public crucifixion, media lynch mob bandwagon against us, what are we supposed to do? We can't physically touch them. What are we supposed to do?
Well, I mean, you did the right thing, showing the truth, showing the light. You know what I'm saying? Showing where the wrong is on both sides. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just one side. You know, you showing where the error is on both sides of the equation, which is very
And
worthy. You know?
I'm weighing them though, because same way that they forced all this lesser of two evils, so they bearing witness that it's a such thing as grades of evil, right? So since
Yeah,
Diddy is a monster, let's compare monsters. Let's see which one is the highest grade level of monster. Because Diddy's victims, alleged victims, is adults that signed up for the freak offs, that came to his location, as opposed to these innocent 30 million babies that you take from your womb to the Dr. Kevorkian location to get
yeah,
that detailed horrific procedure done to them innocent precious human lives that don't get a choice.
yeah. It's murder. It's pure. It's straight out murder. I mean, it's just like it reminds me of Yakub, the
But
murder.
it's
You know?
30 million though. 30
Yeah,
million. You know what I'm saying? This ain't a few hundred maybe freak offs or something. This 30 million.
yeah. I mean, I took a woman to a abortion clinic one time when I was driving a cab. Girl I knew. I didn't know she was getting it. I didn't know what she was on until I drove up to the spot. And I happened to walk in there. And brother, the guilt that I saw in that room, man, was, I mean, you could cut it with a knife, man. I actually walked into one. It was a bunch of people sitting in there. It was dudes in there with their girls. You know,
Yeah.
white, black was a mixture. It was a diverse group. But I got the guilt that I was seeing in them women's faces, man. It just it weighed on me so hard. I had to walk out. Couldn't even stand in there. I had to walk out. But that sister ended up not having that abortion though. All praise due to Allah. You know, she ended up keeping that baby. I don't know if it was something I said. Maybe she felt my energy, man. Brother, I felt bad, man. I felt insulted that she even brought me there. You know, because I was doing my cab service, driving. I didn't know that's where she was going. You know, she was one of my personal riders that rode with me all the time. And
Yeah.
man, she felt my spirit, man. I felt really, man. It was terrible, man. The guilt that I felt in that room. I said, look at this shit here, man. You know you're doing wrong. You know what I'm saying? You know this shit is murder right here. You
So
know.
why if we know how guilty we are, why would we dare jump out publicly and verbally judge or accuse anybody, even if they wrong,
Because
even if Diddy
because in this Kabbalah Jew world, man, they got what they call the scapegoat ritual. All this is scapegoat ritual. R. Kelly, all these are scapegoat. You know, the scapegoat ritual is that everybody could dump all their sins on the scapegoat and let it run off into the, you know, that's what it's a ritual that these Jews have everybody participating in, because everybody got some dirt. Everybody has some freak offs going on. Ain't nobody walking around ain't did no freak offs. Stop playing. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Everybody done got down like that. Back in even in the hood, but you know, we didn't did that, man. Running trains on girls, that ain't nothing new, man. We acting all like we don't know. But now Diddy is the scapegoat. We get all our sins, we get to throw on him. Everybody's getting their guilt off on being able to clown Diddy and his filth before the world. Same way with R. Kelly, same way with everybody else. That's what all that is. It's a guilt trip. Same way with women, everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's a guilt, you know, it's a scapegoat ritual. Look that up. It's in that Kabbalah shit that they practice, man. They rule the world with.
Well,
That's all it is.
say John in the Bible, John 8:7. So when they continued to ask Jesus about, stoning the stoning the woman that was in adultery, he lifted his head up and said,
Exactly. He
He
who
that is
cast the
or
first.
she that is without the same sin or greater among you, let her be the first to cast a stone at Diddy. And if you cast the stone, then just know, as you have judged and cast it, so shall you be judged and
Be
cast it.
good, man.
Stone gonna be hit, at you.
It's all it is, man. I mean, I refuse to pick up a stone and throw it at any of them brothers, man. When I know my sins, you know what I'm saying? No way, can't do that. And there's people in the industry that do the same filth. They getting on the same bandwagon, throwing stones. You know, knowing they've been in the same orgies and the same thing all that stuff they practice up there, man. You know, now they want to get on a soapbox and hurl stones. Like, come on, man, I'm not gonna be a part of that ever. You know,
Yeah, that's why I get on here and use my platform for this. I use my platform always to go against the grain. It don't mean I agree with Diddy. I always just try to be the David against the real Goliath. When when Diddy was on top, when he wasn't in trouble, that's when I was going against him. But now that he down and everybody else like cowards gonna take little bites of him and kick him and stomp him out there, I don't want to touch him. I want to go after the one that made him that way.
yeah. I mean, that's you could tell. You could see if you watch Diddy's, you could see how innocent he looked in the beginning, and you could see the change. If you watch this, you know, being you about the same age, so we done seen Diddy over the last 30 years. You could see it in his face and in his eyes and an inflection in his eyes. You could see the demonic spirit that he grew, that came over him over the years. You know what I'm saying? You could see like the young innocence in him in the beginning of his career, and then how things change over time. You know, being up under Clive homosexual Davis.
I won't even put it on Clive. Unfortunately, I saw him, you know, recently, or maybe been a, you know, kind of maybe within a year or two, a video with him and his mom, and you know, they both doing the little IV drip after the party, after one of them parties, and you know, his mom was bragging. Him and his mom was bragging about how she can bend over and touch her palms to the ground, like how she flexible and she getting her freak on. So if that's her son, if he's a product of that type of a mother, that's likely where it started.
That's that's right. I mean, where there no decent women, no
I ain't gonna
decent
put it
men.
on Clyde. That's what I'm saying when I'm asking you about women that's supposed to take accountability. You know, not saying that she might not have been violated as a little girl, you know, but where do we supposed to start the accountability at? Because all of us come from the womb of a woman. So whatever condition the woman is in, mentally, spiritually, and physically, that's what gonna produce us. We're made from our mothers.
That's right. That's right. That's right. You know what I'm saying? That's the mother, she's the shaper of the nation. You know what I'm saying? She's the shaper, you know, she's the second self of God. So as the minister says, she shapes and molds that life. You could be the rawest dude on planet Earth. But if your woman could take a mighty seed and make it nothing. You could be the seed, you know, you could be the God himself, the supreme God over earth. But if that woman, there's only that woman could take your seed and evolve it and shape it into something like that can continue you on in the future. You know what I'm saying? Like the God, like Master Farad Muhammad's father.
Yeah,
You
but
know what
I'm
I'm
just saying,
saying?
what if she choose not to do that? So that's what I'm saying. She's accountable for what she choose. It's not a
Well,
man that's responsible.
but Allah says everything's already computed and programmed into the creation. The penalty is already built in. This is when
The
women do.
penalty ain't built in. Allah is telling you in the book that he is gonna, it's his wrath that's gonna do it. Like, yeah, there's some natural laws of justice, but he telling you he gonna intervene and put you in hell. That's what Allah is saying. This ain't just the natural consequences of your actions. He's talking about his wrath, and he's going to destroy you. Not I'm gonna let the invisible forces of karma destroy you. He's saying he gonna do it.
Well, I mean, it's happening, bro. I mean, I seen there was a young brother in Chicago that had his mother killed so he can get the insurance money off of him, man.
Yeah, well, I ain't trying to get all into that.
No,
So
I'm
yeah, let
saying
me
I was
get
not, but
on here.
that was an example. I said, what kind?
No, but that's
Here's a
still,
mother that
still
gave birth,
something.
but that shows you that's a part of.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to, because I'm gonna have to edit this anyway. Um, and I gotta hop off of here. Diddy being used as a distraction. Trump guilty. Biden got white in the White House and got caught. Pled guilty. Tax evasion. No jail time. Yeah, I mean, we all know it's a hypocritical, satanic, you know, dog and pony, horse and pony show, dog and pony show. Kelly, salute, Kelly. I see you, Kelly Torrance. Um, yeah, we at the end. It's just I like to see where my people's mind is at. Cause you know, and I like to compare what grade level of understanding that I think I'm on. You know, I would like to think that I'm on a you know, a high grade level of understanding, but I might not be. So I compare my understanding of what I think I understand and know, and with other people that are like minds. And I'd like to just test myself and see, where I'm at, where I stand. I'm not sure where I stand. Diamond Play, is Minister Louis Farrakhan doing any interviews or speeches sooner or later? Nah, I don't believe so. He could if he choose to, but I don't believe so. I think the time and the season of speeches and interviews by the minister is over with. I'm not saying he won't do none, but I don't expect him to do no more. Not me personally. Daryl Jackson, nothing happens in America unless the Bernstein Bears approve or disapprove. I understand that. Kelly, pardons, miss your law. No, that's all good. No, you ain't miss nothing. If you here, you might not, you like the Lord, you might not show up when we want you to, but you on time. If you here, you on time. All love, Kelly. No problem. It's recorded anyway, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to chop this up because once too many F-bombs get dropped, then I'm gonna have to clean it up, edit it up anyway. But I'm gonna repost it up. Yeah. So I got 10 minutes. I'm gonna put in a good 2 hours with my folks. Get this battery charged, this mental, spiritual battery charge. That's what y'all do for me. Hopefully, I provide the same type of energy for y'all. I love my people. I love my women and girls and our sisters. We just know what we know. We know the condition that we in. We familiar. We're aware of the cause. We're aware of the effect. And like Malik said, that we as the men are going to have to establish or enforce taking back our natural authority, being the law enforcers, the law givers, the law enforcers. Well, how you gonna put some law on me and you ain't? I mean, that's just the burden of being a law enforcer. A judge has a moral and a spiritual burden that he carry because they know that they not perfect. They know that they might have to lock you up for something that they guilty of. That's why judges, righteous judges, is more interested in mercy and grace than in trying to drop the gavel on somebody. So that's what Minister Farrakhan been doing since he's been sitting in the Father's seat. He ain't been, condemning nobody. He been grace, giving you 70 times, 7 times different chances, turning the other cheek, turning, aside from our sins and our wretchedness. But grace is just about over. This year is the end of grace. If anybody knows the mathematics and the sciences and the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, this is the end. This year is the end of grace. It's no coincidence that all of this is coming up, on this election time, and whoever this next president is going to be we're going to see something that we never saw before. Miguelito Mendoza, what's good, homie? All respect. Daryl Jackson, that mayor in New York, went against the DNC directives. These people play for keeps. Yeah. Monique, my bad, just now getting to you. I see you though. Up there with dresses on. Can't no man put judgments on another man. Yeah, they can. Yeah, they can. They've been doing it. That's the only thing can judge you. It's no spooks or spirits that's the judge. Man is the judge. Man and woman is the judge. Humans are the judge. That's what our brains are for. Our brains are strictly created for that purpose, to judge, to use judgment. Every waking, every conscious moment of your life, you are judging. You are judging. That's what we're supposed to do. We're not supposed to necessarily be condemning. You don't supposed to condemn because you can, but you are always supposed to be judging. You judge. You should I make this light? Should I make this left turn? Should I walk out in the street? Should I put my hand on the stove? Should I wear a glove? Everything we do is judgment. Is judgment calls. We're making judgments. Everything we do. Yeah. So it's a lot of stuff that we've been scared of, or we've been taught religious horror stories or rules that God is gonna curse you, he gonna damn your soul. You ain't supposed to judge, you ain't supposed to question God. No, you're supposed to do all of that. You're supposed to do all of that. You're supposed to do all of that. That's what your brain is for. Just not supposed to condemn, because we didn't create the person that we condemning. Like, we, even if you have to, do corporal or capital punishment, even if you have to do the deletion penalty, it still don't mean that you condemning them. I have to do this, right? You break in my house and you threatening my family member, or you already did something violent against one of my family members or something. I'm not trying to condemn you. I have to do you this way. You might have a good reason. I don't know. Somebody might got your daughter or son hostage and say you got to run in Cam house and do this. I don't know. I can't condemn you, but I'm gonna sentence you. I'm a judge, jury, and such you, but I'm not necessarily trying to condemn you. I don't know what your motive was. I don't know. I just have to deal with what the circumstances are right there in front of me. But to sit here and be sitting back, and blah, blah, this and that, and talking about, all right, you got a bigger closet than me. You got a walk-in closet full of skeletons, full of demons. I got a closet, but you got a whole walk-in closet. Yep, question everybody and question everything. Sharif Naeem. Yep, ain't nothing wrong with that. How else can we learn if we don't question? How else can we learn? How else can we survive unless we prove all things? I can't believe nothing on face value. I can't just believe your word or your belief or your stories. No, I gotta have some evidence. Diamond Play. Do you think the Matrix will crash if Jay-Z is next? Hell nah. Jay-Z ain't nobody. Jay-Z is made just like everybody else. If you done seen it happen to Michael Jackson and Prince and Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, like, who is Jay-Z? Jay-Z ain't nobody. Seen it happen to Diddy, like, hell no, this Jay-Z ain't nobody. Man, so 2 minutes left, man. 2 minutes left, if y'all don't mind. Thumbs up. I got a sale still going on. This might be tomorrow might be the last day of the sale. Ionic colloidal silver, westcoastcam.com. $17 each for a 4-ounce bottle. $17.50, pardon me, plus shipping. $17.50. Yeah, I might want to catch this sale, especially I don't know how much of an impact this storm is going to do, but we have entered storm season, flu season, all that old season. We've entered the pharmaceutical season, if you know what I mean. So take advantage of the sale while you can. It's a limited amount left. Actually, I had to re-up, but yeah, but definitely take advantage of that. And God willing, we be back at it tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. Campaign trail. And yeah, you see the tears, not the tears of the clown, but tears of the black and the brown, and the red and the yellow and the pearl white. So on that note, man, salute to y'all. Go check out my video I just dropped before I got on this live called Monsters Ball. Watch that, Monsters Ball, and it's a great educational tool for your daughters, your nieces and your daughters, and little girls. All right, peace and blessings.